Greetings and welcome everyone to Megabyte Punch. Megabyte Punch is an action platformer sort of game where you go around beating people up. Well, not people, but robots. You beat robots up, and then you take the scrap metal from those robots, and then you put them on you, and you become a god. Well, maybe not a god, but you become more powerful. So let's get this game started. You have 1 to 4 player local co-op. It's only local co-op as of right now. Maybe they're planning to make it multiplayer, I'm not sure, but as of right now it only supports local multiplayer, so take that how you will. I personally think it's a bit of a detriment, as I really would like to play this game with a bunch of people on the internet, but can't do it because local co-op only. So hopefully in a later patch they will add that. So this game is all about going through the levels, beating robots up, and then collecting those bits of the robots to progress further. The basic story of it is that your village has a heart core or something like that, basically a MacGuffin, and what happens is people want that MacGuffin and you need to go protect it. So this is you protecting it. You gotta go attack these robots who aren't actually doing that much, so it makes me feel less like I'm protecting my village and more like I'm just trying to, like, just kill everyone so that there's nothing like left to protect, or there's no one to attack it so that I don't have to protect anything. So I suppose this guy takes this robot is like, oh, the best offense is a good defense. No, the best defense is a good offense. So his defense is just killing everyone so that they can't attack anything. So I can respect that, I suppose. So the way the gameplay works is you jump around the level and then you beat robots up, and you also have these magical little skills you can use by pressing the special command button, and also while pressing the directional button. So if we press up, that normally would have like a special ability there, but I don't have one put in there right now. But we do have one where we don't have, when we aren't pressing anything, we can just press the special button and then it will activate that little slide. And when we're pressing left or right, it'll activate this, which is just a strong melee attack. And then when we press down, we'll slam the fucking ground. Bam! Look at that. The hammer of pain, bitch. So now we just need to get up here. So basically this game is all about just... Whoa, what did I blow up there? What is going on? Oh, there's like explosions that activated. Okay. So when we press V, I believe it is, yeah, V. So we can attach certain parts onto our characters. So this blaster will deal a ball of damage. So let's just put that up here and then put it up on the top. So now it's on top of our head, and it actually has made a visual change to our character, so we can actually change how our character looks with new additions of skills and such. So there we go. Now he'll shoot that little blaster as well. So there we go. See, if you press up, then the special command button, and then there you go. And all of that put together is what you use to create your character and have him fight against other characters. I believe this game really has a big emphasis on basically versing enemy players. I've heard people compare it to Super Smash Brothers. You'll see that sort of inspiration in the later levels. So let's just wait until we get up to there. But as of right now, I'll just start talking about how the actual game works. And so the platforming is surprisingly tight. I saw Unity, and like my experience with Unity platformers hasn't been the best. I was like, oh dear, this isn't going to be really fun, is it? Because, you know, Alien Spidey, a game I actually hated because of how it controlled, was also a Unity engine game. But then, so I had really low hopes for this game. But then I played it and it's like, holy shit, this is like super tight controls. It's like, it's perfect. You can change your position in midair. Can you? Actually, no, you can't, apparently. I don't know, you can like sort of stop. Yeah, you can sort of do it. But you can just, the controls are so tight, and you can actually press a button and you can expect your character to respond instantly. Like, I press jump, he jumps. There's no like, oh, I press jump and then in like 7 years later he's like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to jump. No. Right now, when you press the button, he's ready to jump, and that is just amazing. It's really sad that I have to state the fact that pressing a button and having the button, like having the action respond instantly, is a good selling feature. But hey, that's what we've come to now in the world of platformers, sadly. So let's just carry on. Okay, so yeah, control-wise, in terms of like platforming and stuff like that, oh, it is just brilliant. I just love it to bits. And you can also do lots of very neat stuff like sprinting, although that actually looks more like skating to me than sprinting, so that's a bit odd. But there's also stuff like wall jumps that you can do, like that. You just jump against the wall, and then you can just jump again, and it's just, it has a very elegant movement system, and it's just, oh, it makes moving through the levels, rather than being something like Alien Spidey, where it's just a chore, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want to play this game. It's like, holy fuck, I enjoy moving, and in a platformer, that's really important that you enjoy moving through the levels, because you're going to be doing that an awful lot in the game. Alright, let's get down there, and bam! Oh, didn't stand a chance. Now, these little bits here that I'm collecting, these are, well, bits, and the more you collect of them, after you collect an X amount of them, I think it's 50 or so, you get 1-up. So, your lives are actually represented by, like, the floppy disk in the bottom left corner next to the arrows sort of things. By the way, I am playing this game with a keyboard, so it actually does support the gamepad if you prefer that, but it works brilliantly on a keyboard. I know lots of people are worried about how a platformer would work on a keyboard, because, you know, platformers aren't exactly the best on keyboard, but this works, like, super well, super well. I really enjoy how it plays. Like, normally, like, platformers, you're like, ugh, keyboard, and you know what, it's a better idea. You'd have a better chance of playing a platformer with your ass on a gamepad than, like, with a keyboard. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there, but basically I'm just saying, like, keyboard isn't always the best option. But this game, like, it works perfectly fine. So if you only have a keyboard and don't have a gamepad, then don't think, like, oh, I can't enjoy this game because I only have a keyboard. No, 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 no. This game is for you. Like, well, maybe not for you, but if you want to play this game and you only have a keyboard, then feel free. Also, I should mention that this game is currently on Steam Greenlight, and it needs a lot more votes to get through. They actually have more no votes than yes votes right now, which I just find ludicrous, because this game is fucking fun as balls. And so it's just really surprising that people wouldn't want to play this game. So I really recommend you go over to the Steam Greenlight page and vote hell yes. Or yes, I think it doesn't have hell yes. It should have a hell yes option. If there's a hell yes option, vote hell yes. If not, then just, like, whatever's closest to that. Because this game needs to get on Steam Greenlight so more people can enjoy it. I believe you can also currently pre-order the game for $10 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's not a very expensive game. I believe there are 6 levels, each with 3 stages and 1 boss fight. So what is that? Is that like 24 levels or so? I'm not 100% sure, sorry, I'm not very good at maths, but there is quite a bit of content, and it's not even finished yet, so, like, there's bound to be more content later on in the game as well. So, like, those 6 levels each have 3 stages, which are really long. Like, I haven't even finished the first stage yet. Like, this is still the first stage you're watching right now, and I haven't even gotten to the end yet. And there's also tons and tons of different routes to get to the end, so it's a lot like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog in that regard, how it's not a very linear platformer. There's so many routes you can take to get to the end, and that is just amazing. So it's like, there's all these different areas that you can explore, there's tons of content in these levels, and there's lots of those levels, so it's like, holy shit, talk about value for money. Hey, what the hell, guy? Get out of here. Take that. Oh, you got wrecked. Oh, damn it, I got wrecked. No, screw you. Screw you. He's trying to screw me. No. Get out of here, scraphead. Alright, so I don't think there's that much further until we get to the end. Hopefully I can show you the end of the stage so I can then show you some of the boss fights, which is really an interesting mechanic of this game. Holy crap, I wrecked them with my hammer. Damn. Okay, so let's just continue going down. Whoops. Whee! That nearly killed me. Okay, so we need to be careful here, because I believe those things at the bottom there will hurt you. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, so let's just see. Yep, they will hurt you. Okay, yep, learned that the hard way. Alright, let's get over here. So this game, my impressions of it is, it's amazing. Oh god, it controls so well, and having combos, and it just feels good. And that's important for this type of game. It's kinesthetically pleasing, and that's fucking amazing. Okay, there we go. That's stage 2. This is stage 3, section 2 or whatever. So let's just quit. And now there's tournament and versus for fights, but I'm going to... That's basically just, you know, versus mode, really. So I'm going to continue 1 player. And now I'm going to show you a boss fight. The boss fight is somewhere over here. There is, like, a little town you can visit here. Well, this is our, like, home base where we can just find everything. And I believe this is our house over here. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, this is our house. So we can find all the little bits that we've collected from killing all the enemies, and then we can put them on us. So let's look for a submachine gun, which should be somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. So that's a submachine gun we can download. There's also, I believe, a jetpack sort of weapon you can download. I'll just try and find that real quick. A wing? Holy crap. That sounds better than a jetpack to me. So let's put on that. Right up there. Okay, let's replace the top one. There we go. And put his gun on there. No. Okay, there we go. So now we've got wings and a submachine gun. How awesome is this game? Holy shit, you can go around flying. How awesome is this game? Like, you actually see visual differences to your character, and it makes statistical differences as well, and it's just, oh, it is rad. And you can also, like, you can shoot guns, you can fly about, like, holy crap, just the level of customization in this shit, it's amazing. So this is the first boss you encounter, like the very first boss. Basically, you beat him up in order to get his special drill arm, which you need in order to progress in the game. So that's pretty interesting how you need to pick it up and then you have to use it to, like, continue in the main story. Like, there's a, like, the drill arm can destroy blocks. Like, I believe he'll show it off. Like, well, he has shown it off already. Yeah, just like that. Like, it will destroy blocks, and you need that to progress through the game. So that's very interesting as well, how they do that. And it's just, the way that you progress through the game is really interesting. It's very non-linear. Like, you'll just run about the level, and there's, like, you might get lost, but then, like, this sort of game, like, I feel like being lost is part of the experience and enjoyment. Oh, wait, hold on. Whoops. I was looking at the wrong side, the wrong character. I was looking at this drill guy instead of my own character. So I was like, no, I'm flying off the screen. But I actually was. Well, I actually was. But I was looking at the wrong side anyway. So get out of here, buddy. No, damn it. So you can see in the bottom left here that it lists the amount of damage that we have done to each other. This is basically the Super Smash Bros. Influence I was talking about. The more damage you deal, the further they fly away. And as soon as they hit the exit section of the stage, they will basically lose a life. And that's what we want to happen. Get out of there, buddy. Oh, see? So you see in the bottom left again, he has one floppy disk left, which means he has one heart left until we win. So let's just continue this again. Get out of here, buddy. You don't stand a chance. Now, we can just use our submachine gun to deal damage to him. That won't actually send him flying that much at all, so it's really only good as, like, a sort of just try and make them go further away, but it, like, when you want to combo on them, it will help later on, but as it goes for, like, an actual offensive attack, like, it's not that good, so it's really interesting how they've really balanced all the weapons as well, because they have, like, fucking millions of possibilities, and it's still relatively balanced. It's surprising. Like, there are a few unbalanced weapons, like, I haven't really found a use much for the default weapons anymore, like, after a while, like, I assume that's not really just a big concern about them, like, oh, maybe that's supposed to be there to encourage, like, oh, you know, you're supposed to swap out, so, you know, that I'm gonna let that slide, actually, but aside from that, yeah, like, all the weapons are pretty damn balanced. Okay, crap, I need to get this guy shot. Damn it, no, stop hitting me, I want to shoot you. Oh, that is not a good spot. That is not a good spot at all. Why was I doing that? Yeah, hanging out on the edge of the map. Edge of the map. Yeah, that's a good idea because, you know, it's not like the further I hang out, the greater my chance of dying is. No, definitely not. Oh, damn, dude, you nearly died. Okay, get out of here. Oh, come on, die already. Thank you. And now we have a new drill arm, which is what we'll use to basically continue through the game. So if we go back into our house, we can pick up the drill arm, which should be somewhere around here. No, that's our head section. Drill. There it is. So now we can download the part, and then it will go into our inventory, and we can place it on our arm. Oops, there we go. Now we can drill like that. It's very interesting how you, like, can make these visual changes to your character, and, like, I just love to death any game that shows my progression through the game on my character, because it makes replaying the game feel that much better, because you're like, oh my god, like, my guy doesn't look that cool anymore. Also, this is how you would get to level 2. You would drill through here, and then you would get to level 2, and then you can fight the level 2 boss as well. So you don't, if you just want to fight the bosses, you can do that by just going next to them, and then instead of going into the level section, just go straight to the boss section. So no need to replay all 3 stage sections to get straight to the boss if you prefer the boss fight. So yeah, overall, I fucking love this game. Please, 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 please vote for this game on Steam Greenlight. I really wish this game could get on Steam Greenlight so that more people can play it, because it really is just awesome how you can just go around fighting and flying, and it's just like, oh, it is like fantastic. I believe there's a demo, I'm not 100% sure though, so don't quote me on that, but if you can, play the demo, and you'll just see what I mean, because it is just like, oh, the game feel is amazing. Like, this is the sort of game where, like Super Meat Boy, where you play it and you're like, oh yeah, this has tight controls, it's very responsive, and it just feels good to play. Like, that's what this game is. It's just a feel-good game. It's the very definition of a great game. Well, maybe not the definition, I'm sure there's probably a better definition, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm basically just trying to say Megabyte Punch is a fantastic game. One of the greatest beat-em-up platformer games I've played in decades. Just put it out there. So, yeah, it's pretty damn good. So thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions on Megabyte Punch. You can purchase it in the description. Be sure to vote for it on Steam Greenlight, which a link to that will also be in the description. And GG.